This episode of MMA Nuts is brought to you by GoDaddy.com.
Get $1.49.com with code MMA149.
Defenso. Use code MMA Nuts for 15% off your entire order. Hey fans, this is MMA Nuts, episode 212.
212.
My name is Ingo Weigold.
Matt Griffith, MMA show by MMA fans, for MMA fans, where we walk the line between serious and ridiculous. What's going on?
Not much. Labor Day weekend. Chilling like a villain.
Something Matt Dillon.
With Bob Dylan. Not Matt Dillon. Matt Dillon?
I don't know how you're rolling over
Matt
at the
Dillon?
Weigold
Is that the
household.
80s guy?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know shit about that. I have been watching with the wife The Bachelor in Paradise.
Oh,
We had a little marathon of that this weekend.
Oh, no.
Watched like 3 episodes. Pretty interesting watching
Go ahead.
strange folk like have weird relationships. I don't know. One dude's like met this chick for 10 days and he's telling her he loves her. Like, really? It's like, but I love you. Take my rose. I'm like, okay. Okay.
What, his ass rose?
No, he's from Chicago, too.
Great.
Yeah, I don't know. But I forgot what his name is. Anyways, there's lots of weird drama going on. The girls get all catty. It's like the dudes don't want to have anything to do with the drama, but then the women are doing the drama and they're dragging these men into the drama. It's interesting to watch. I don't know. I find it interesting. I don't mind The Bachelor.
I think I'm going to have to pull your man card.
Because I'm watching The Bachelor? I'm not like alone, like drinking wine with my cat, like, stroking my cat.
Driving your minivan.
No.
All right.
It's all good.
I watched The Naked and Afraid. You watch that one?
No, what's that about?
It's just they take a guy and a girl, and they have to take off all their clothes, and then they
In the dark?
No, they go out into the wilderness somewhere. And they have to survive for like 21 days.
Before, didn't you?
Very entertaining.
That sounds more entertaining.
A lot of chick ass in that show.
Nice.
Then they lose about anywhere from 10 to 30 pounds in the process.
Okay. It's a good crash diet.
Yeah. Let's not eat or drink water. And then some of them tap out like, I can't hack it. I'm fucking losing my shit.
How do they get clothes?
They don't.
So he's just got his balls swinging?
Yep. Everything's blurred out.
Is there sex in this?
There should be, but they always take like a fucking married guy and put him with the single one. And then there's the nights where they should be cuddling up for heat, but the guy is always, I'm a fucking Christian and I come from the South. I can't be cuddling up on no lady. Like, come on, put some fucking people together where some shit's gonna go down. And then they're always complaining like, oh, I don't have any protein. And you're like, you know what's chocked full of protein? I'm just saying.
Some protein.
Little throat yogurt.
Why would anybody do this show? I'm confused.
They want to see how tough they are.
Is there a big prize?
I don't know what they get at the end. That's a good question. I think they survive, but
They get a penis? They survive.
They get to rehydrate
or
for
you
3
die.
weeks.
You die.
They get to rehydrate for 3 weeks in the hospital, full IVs and whatever other new viruses that they've contracted from whatever countries they've been in.
Okay.
Some people were pretty fucked up for like months after that
Really?
show.
Well, I don't get it. Why would they do it?
Just to see if they can survive with whatever skills they have in whatever environment they throw them in.
That's nuts. It's fucking crazy.
And they get like to bring one item. So usually one person brings a machete, the other person brings a fire starter, and give them a map and say, here's kind of where some water might be. And in 21 days, you need to be at this extraction point.
You know what I would bring?
What?
A pound of weed.
Fuck yeah. We don't need anything.
We're just going to smoke this right now.
Yeah.
Oh, but I don't have any fire. How's that going to work? That sucks.
Yeah.
That is a problem. If I can only bring one thing. See, if we did the show, you bring the lighter and I'll bring the weed.
We're going to last approximately 1 day.
That would be great. You'd be eating bugs. I can see, like, check out this worm. I put this worm on a rock and it's cooked now.
Yeah.
Worm jerky.
Fuck yeah.
Disgusting.
Well, I bet they're probably fucking eating off camera.
You think so?
I don't know. They don't look like it, but some of those shows I thought they did. I forgot which guy.
Like
was
Survivor?
it the Bear Grylls? I think he was eating off camera or something. They had fucking feeding him extra.
Why? So he could win?
No, this was like a different show.
Oh.
Like another kind of survival thing. There's that one guy who does Survivor Man, and then there was like the Bear Grylls version where I think he's pretending to be out in the wild surviving, but then he's like eating fucking cheeseburgers and shit behind the scenes.
Okay.
It's all smoke and mirrors, Ingo.
False advertisement.
It's like the internet, you know. Sometimes you post pictures, naked pictures, up in the cloud, and then someone hacks that.
You were just saying about this.
And it goes everywhere.
I gotta Google this while we speak. Who are we talking about?
I want to say it was Jennifer Lawrence was one of the
She's not bad.
guilty parties.
I wouldn't kick her out
And
of
there
bed.
was a host of
Beggars.
other women, and the pictures may or may not still be out there, but they're making the rounds. Impressive.
Nude photos leaked online.
Oops.
There we go.
We're going to post all of them right now. Totally legal.
Oh.
The funny thing is, not a lot of people are talking about the service provider that is having that issue, because it was actually the iCloud.
Oh, I'm on iCloud.
Oops.
Shit!
All your dick pics.
All my dick pictures. All right, let's see.
But why?
Bikini photos.
Why the fuck would you post any naked picture to the cloud? This goes back again to the privacy. Yeah, there's better ones. Keep going. Keep going.
Jeez.
There you go.
She's a dirty girl. How come it's blurred?
Oh, the best one they blocked out.
Hang on. I gotta find a better site than that.
Now Ingo's going on a rabbit hunt.
I gotta find this. She's not
Things
bad.
you miss.
I like that. Did you see that Silver Linings Playbook movie?
Mm-mm.
That was a good one. It was a little chick flicky, but it was like a guy's chick flicky. It was like, it's kind of cool. Like, damn it, Matt. Damn you, Matt.
You're already like 2 chick flick thingies. Are you going chick on me now?
No, I'm just saying.
Chick-fil-A?
Sometimes it's nice.
Hey.
Get a little soft and squishy. Come
So
on.
we start talking about some MMA.
I'm busy right now.
You're not gonna find it. The whole internet's on lockdown. They pulled everything down.
No.
It started on like 4chan, and then it was all over Reddit.
I gotta
was
find like
everywhere.
not people. I need I need something.
You're not gonna get it.
4chan?
Yeah, that's where it all started. It's all gone now. You missed the wave, man.
When did this
Missed the
happen?
wave. It was like yesterday.
Where was I? Damn
Exactly.
it! I need an internet alert next time this happens.
I need to keep you in the loop.
Yes. Who else was out there with this?
I don't know.
Do you know
There's a
who
lot
had
of
these
other
photos?
names. I don't know.
The fucking underground. They're gonna have it on there, guaranteed. Except
This is gonna be like a 10-minute digression right now while Ingo tries to get his.
no,
porn
I'm still
fix
with
in.
you. I'm still with you. But man.
I'm sure they're all not there by now.
Anyway,
This is old news.
this is a bummer.
It's okay.
One day old. This old news.
There you go. It's old news.
Hang on.
It's not like the
Google, don't let me down. Google, Jennifer Lawrence nude photos. Oh no.
See, now he's suckering me in. You're like waiting.
No, these are all
Now
fakes.
you're gonna get all the fakes.
These are fakes.
So anyway, I'm gonna transition.
There's like photos with big dicks in her ass. That's not real.
That's good for your health.
Yes.
So
You want to talk about UFC 177?
no, not yet. I want to talk about some news, but it will kind of get into UFC 177. So I gotta take a big breath. So the UFC is instituting all this random drug testing now for out of competition fighters. And they're going to do blood and urine testing. And I just find it weird that they're going down this path when it seems that the bigger issue right now is everybody that's cheating from doing all the weight cutting. But yet we'll talk about weight cutting openly as if it's not a problem, and the way to handle it is get a better nutritionist. And this goes to Henan Barao.
Well, I'm confused about what happened with that whole situation. I couldn't get like a real accurate picture of, was it nerves? Was it weight cut? Was it a combination of things?
It was weight cut, and the story was that I want to say he probably weighed 137. He was in the bathtub. He got out of the bathtub. He passed out, hit his head, and they couldn't revive him for an extended period of time. So then they called the UFC doctor. He came in. They dragged him to the hospital, and then once you go to the hospital, it's fucking IVs and get you back to weight. And
no more weight cutting.
yeah. So then, you know, in this case, you have to bring in another guy who happened to be on the card who's going to step up and fight Dillashaw for the title. And then you have Joe Rogan grills Henan Barao on national TV about, well, what happened with the weight cut? How much are you weighing? How much are you fucking cutting? Blah, 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 for a good 5 minutes, which is interesting when you look at, here's a guy who, I don't know if it was Dana White was telling us, he's one of the pound-for-pound best fighters in the world and this and that. He misses weight, and they scrap a fight, and then he's a fucking scumbag, and he gets zero money, and
Yeah,
go
why did
fuck
they rake
you.
him over the coals so badly?
I don't know.
I don't get it.
Just because this was probably the only fight that could have saved the card, and it got destroyed. But I want to go back to the weight cutting. So why is it that it's okay to cheat and cut weight, but it's not okay to cheat and do PEDs?
I don't know. That's a hard question to answer, though.
Because isn't it the same thing in essence? Like you're supposed to fight at X amount of weight or whatever, X amount. You're supposed to weigh a certain amount. You're fucking not weighing that when you step into the octagon. You know, you could be like Anthony Rumble Johnson at the point. He's 220 fighting in the 170-pound weight class.
Right.
So how is that not cheating to me? I think this is a bigger issue than the
weight
PEDs.
cutting?
Which
one's more dangerous for you?
The fucking weight cutting, because people are dying.
Yeah.
So I think they need to institute
Birds'
some
heads
sort
are falling off.
Yes. They need to institute some sort of a policy regarding weight cutting. Fuck the PEDs. Ditch your policy on that. PEDs are good for you. And do something where, I don't know if it's multiple weigh-ins. If you give people an allowance weight, you can be over, but we can't have people cutting 20 pounds anymore. This shit's got to stop.
Well, the problem is that I think if you have multiple weigh-ins, okay, you're going to have a guy who's like, I don't know how you would do it.
You got to do something like 2 months out.
It's got to be long enough out where guys aren't going to take advantage. So,
Right.
like, if you do a weigh-in at night and a weigh-in in the morning or the weigh-in the day before, they're not going to have. It's not going to work like that because then guys will just cheat. They'll just starve themselves for an extra amount of time. So, it's got to be.
Or I got the solution. Fuck it. Open weight, Ingo. Open weight.
Yeah.
Fuck the weight classes.
Or what about a weigh-in the morning of the fight where you have to be within a percentage of the actual, or not even the morning. I would say like
right as you're walking into the cage, you got to be within a certain range, a certain percentage, and then I think that's what I had said before. Some sort of a fine based on you can weigh whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
But you're gonna pay a price for it.
Well, yeah, like what if it was a 10%, or that's probably high, 10% rule is a lot. What if it was a 5% rule? So like if you're at let's say you're at 150, you know, you could not weigh more than 155. Say if you're over 5%, what is that like? Fucking can't do math.
7 pounds,
yeah. So if you're at 162.5, you're okay, but anything over that, the minute you will step into the cage, now you're getting fined. So
severely.
Yes. Like big
rectally.
Black cock in the ass.
Rectally.
7.
So they need to do
7.5.
something.
7.5.
Yes.
5%. That seems fair. 10 is probably high, no? Like 15 pounds put back on?
Yeah, and I think you got to look at them where you're starting. They need to come up with, I don't have a good solution for it, but they need to start looking at it. And PEDs aren't the way to go. Well, PEDs aren't killing people. They're making them better.
They are?
Fuck yeah. You're just weakening the sport right now. Just wait. Look how many people are going to start dropping out of fights. And why is this? Why, Ingo? Are you still looking for?
Oh, I found it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's nice. There's this one too. This one's not bad. She's kind of a dirty girl. What's up with that? But hey, no, I found Reddit has the reddit.com/r the fappening is where you want to go. That's how I found it, because it's not. There's more. There's a lot. Wow. The title of the Reddit thread is "New Celeb Leak Pics All in One Place," and there is a long list of them. So I don't know. I don't know who half these people are, but
yeah, it's a good thing.
There's a complete download link. All 4 gigs of all pictures.
No, don't do that. You're going to jism. You're going to prison. They're gonna fucking wreck you. Don't do it. Don't do it. So let's get back into some fucking news. You have any stories you want to talk about?
Oh, yes. Apparently,
Yes.
Alistair Overeem tweets out the other day, says that he's 210 pounds, with attached with a photo of him doing the Frisbee thing, and standing next to Donald Cerrone. Do you believe that? Do you think he's 210 pounds?
No, he's just fucking trolling the internet again.
Why would he do that?
I don't know. It's almost like he'd rickrolling someone.
Whatever
I'm just
happened
saying.
with that? Nothing?
Nothing. Fuck that guy. Anyway, what?
I don't know.
Moving right along.
I found it interesting.
Well, isn't he trying to defend that he's not injuring training partners?
Supposedly.
And maybe he's trying to make the claim. Maybe that's where it goes back to, because I think people were giving, or Dana White was trying to give Greg Jackson shit for, why the fuck is Alistair Overeem, who's a heavyweight, training with John Jones, who's a light heavyweight? So now Overeem's trying to counter it and saying, I'm 210, so it makes sense why he'd be training with John Jones.
Oh, I never even thought about it that
The
far.
counter conspiracy theory.
Counter conspiracy theory. That's deep, Matt.
I'm working on it. What else we got going on? This show is fucking train wrecked out. He's still looking at titty pictures.
Sorry.
Fucking-
I'll stop. You should have never
All right,
told
give
me.
me your iPad, you
No,
fucker.
it's mine.
Give me that.
I think I accidentally
Son of a
emailed this
bitch.
to my wife.
Good.
Oops.
I'm going to tell her right now. He's looking at titty pictures the whole show.
Just Jennifer Lawrence.
I've seen them all.
She's quite lovely.
It's all good.
I wouldn't mind her.
So, new fights that they're talking about. It's weird. The UFC is going down this path where Rockhold versus Machida is the fight they're trying to make, instead of Rockhold versus Bisping.
Ooh.
I don't get that, because it seems like there's a lot of heat between the Bisping and the Rockhold, who is the creator of the Rockhold Steals the Peach. You see the picture of him putting the squeeze on that tiger?
Oh, no. Whoa. Why is he doing that?
He's testing the limits.
Is he
The
holding
tiger-
his balls?
Yeah.
With his finger pointing at us like, I got you by the balls, motherfucker.
That's right.
That's great. Isn't it him and, what's his face?
Mike Swick.
Yeah, out in Thailand?
Yeah,
doing
because
their
they
thing?
have AKA out there.
I don't think Swick's ever coming back.
Nope.
He's got medical issues, right? Something to do with that?
Yeah, I forgot what his deal was, but I think he's pretty fucking happy, and they're building a sweet facility over there.
Everybody has different goals in life, Matt.
I want to just steal the peach all day long.
Okay. Are you a monkey?
Yes. Yes, I am. What else is going on?
Oh, I saw this cool post on the Underground the other day where they were arguing about the fighters at each weight division with the best chins. And it's not limited to currently, it can be of all time too. And I'm curious, what are your thoughts?
Heavyweight?
Mhm.
You want to go through weight class?
Sure.
Heavyweight, Cabbage, Mark Hunt,
Cabbage, huh?
Roy Nelson. Oh my God,
You have to
yes.
pick one. You have to pick one per weight class. Not
I can only have one?
one. One per weight class. Who's the top chin at heavyweight, do you think?
I saw a lot of fights where Cabbage just got the fucking shit
Got it.
beat out of this
Yeah.
motherfucker, and he
Because
took
Hunt's
it.
been knocked out, so
Yeah, but he still has a hell of a chin.
And
I
he did
mean,
have
that was
staph
a
infection.
sneaky fucking kick that caught him.
yeah.
That
Plus he
was
had
some
staph
bullshit.
or something, right?
Yeah. It was some bullshit Junior Dos Santos was throwing.
Yeah.
He might have been on juice. Might have been like the TRT
Could've been.
Vitor
Could've been.
fucking spin kicking everybody.
I'd say Roy Nelson for me at heavyweight, probably.
Well, I think it's those three. It's Nelson, Cabbage, Nelson, and Hunt are all in that contention. Light heavyweight, you'd have to go Henderson,
Dan Henderson.
even though he
Hands
got
down.
fucking blitz. But
I mean, that's old Dan.
it's yeah, it's
He's
gonna happen.
aging. I think he's still maybe the best chin in MMA, Dan Henderson, ever. I have one other person who I think is better, and I'll save it for when we get there.
Okay.
So, Dan Henderson.
Yeah.
What about welterweight?
Well,
Middleweight-
85.
Middleweight, sorry.
No one's sticking out for me. Do you have any
Middleweight?
thoughts at 85?
I mean, I'm kind of thinking, I'm wondering like Anderson Silva, young Anderson Silva. He used to get hit.
Yeah, he took a lot of shots.
He did. I mean, old Anderson Silva, I don't know, but young Anderson Silva, right? Maybe. just as you keep looking at Monkey Steals the Peach.
No, I'm trying to get to my next story, but there's a lot of pictures.
What about welterweight?
I'm kind of going blank after
Nick Diaz.
the two.
Diaz?
Sure. Whatever you want.
55? He doesn't care. I'd say this is the one. BJ
Go.
Penn. I think for me, best chin.
Yeah.
Perhaps in
for
MMA.
sure.
He's fought at all these weight classes. Still never been knocked out, right?
Thought he was never knocked down.
Knocked down? Maybe not ever knocked down either. I don't know about that one. Wasn't he knocked down in his
Thought
last
he
fight?
was.
Did Frankie knock him down? Or he took him down? I think he took him down.
There's so many fights.
We'll stop there because I can't think of the other.
They don't exist. If you're under 155, go fuck yourself.
Perfect.
Sorry. I'm just not a fan.
Go eat a fucking cheeseburger and gain some weight.
That's right. Well, don't worry. We're gonna have open weight classes, and then fucking everybody can fight everybody again. Then we don't have to deal with weight cutting. You should just get two people who want to square off. Why not? Fuck these regulations.
That's what
I think that's
Caprito
what it
told me
comes to.
for his Metamoris match.
Yeah.
They were supposed to fight, like they were supposed to have weigh-ins. They just never weighed. They went up to both of them and they were like, "What's your weight?" And he's like this. And he's like, "What's your weight?" He's like this. You guys want to fight? Yeah. Okay.
I think that's what we need to go back to. That's
like,
no
okay.
bullshit. Why
He's
not?
He's like, "Motherfucker, I was on a diet. I was running. I was doing cardio." He goes, "When did you ever see me do cardio?" I'm like, "Never." He goes, "See?" I'm like, "Well, it didn't hurt you though. You had plenty of energy."
Yeah.
But he's like, "Yeah, they don't weigh, I guess. So maybe they can do the same thing."
Well,
Like,
yeah, within reason. I mean, obviously, you can't have like a Demetrius Johnson fighting
Brock Lesnar.
fucking right.
Why not?
But
It could happen.
I'm okay with that. if both of those guys would be cool with that, why not test yourself? I think that's where it needs to get back to.
I wonder. I really, from my recollection of watching that guy in Chicago working out, how fucking fast he was. I don't know that Brock Lesnar could actually catch him. I mean, if the cage is as big as it, I mean, once he got his hands on him, that's a big problem. But I don't know that he could actually catch him.
Well, but the thing is, like, say that little dude gets his back, can he even get the arms around his fucking neck?
Probably not.
Because he's got those little like Tyrannosaurus Rex arms.
How would he win? You'd have to have like
choke you
separate
out.
set of rules. Definitely got to have soccer kicks.
Yes, soccer kicks. Fuck yeah.
What else?
Whatever it takes. Or you do the 2-on-1 match where if the two guys combined weighs as much as the other guy, it's a two versus
Get a
one.
115-pounder and a 135er.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Why not?
If you're under the 265, you're good.
I'm all for it. I think that's where this all needs to go. We just have to go back to open weight.
Okay.
Problem is, I don't think the athletic commissions would be cool with that, but it
Why,
was
'cause
legal
it's too
once.
dangerous?
But it's not, is it? You already have a fucking 50-pound discrepancy at times. And you can have a 50-pound discrepancy in the heavyweight division. You could be 206 and 265 plus as long as that guy cut down.
Right.
Right along. What do you think about Stephan Bonner signing with Bellator?
I love it.
There's a couple of reasons.
Supposedly,
Either to commentate or to fight Tito Ortiz.
Well, Dana was all
Yeah,
like,
we're both.
we let him go because of Tito. So I believe that. You know, I don't know. But what about all the TRT situation with him? Isn't he still suspended and all that nonsense?
Well, I think that would have been over by now because
Oh.
he'd been out for a while. I don't remember what he got. He probably got 9 to a year would be my guesstimate. But it should be all good.
I like it.
I do too. I think he's a great commentator. He was in the when they had the WEC and Showtime did his kick. Pettis did the kick. He's like, oh, he just did some ninja shit off the cage. He was going bananas. He's a great commentator.
Didn't he fight Keith Jardine?
I can't remember. I think so.
Yeah. That would be a good one.
This is the problem now, Ingo. I used to be able to tell you who fought who. Now, if you name two guys, I can't fucking tell you anymore. There's no capacity left.
It's called old age.
Yeah, that's it.
Short-term memory.
Yep.
Fucked.
It's because every time you beat off, you lose 1 billion brain cells.
Okay.
So did you see this guy?
Who's this?
This guy, I don't know what the fuck his name is, but he tried to break the world record for bench press, and in the process, he tore his pectoral muscle. And this is the after effect of what happens. Who does he remind you of? Do you remember a fighter that fought Tim Sylvia and he turned purple?
Oh yeah. The Polish guy.
Pujanowski.
Yeah.
It's like, Violet, you're turning violet. This whole guy, fuck me.
Ouch. What was he benching? How much?
I don't know, but I'm guessing a lot. Like a motorcycle
He
worth.
doesn't even have a six-pack. He has like.
He's got a Chocolate Del
A
pack.
crazy pack. He's just huge.
Oh, it looks brutal.
That's gotta hurt like a motherfucker. What can they do for that? Just let it heal?
I don't know. I guess I don't know the story on fucking
His pectoral
ripped
muscle. Ouch.
shit.
Okay. Looks like a tattoo.
It doesn't look healthy. He looks like he should be Game of Thrones. Maybe winter is coming. Is that the hill or the mountain? What the fuck is that guy?
Yeah, the mountain.
Yeah.
Rumor is that they're taping right now.
There's coming.
Mm-hmm.
There's no shows coming.
What?
What's the next one? Boardwalk Empire? Isn't that
Starts-
supposed to be coming soon?
Is that this next weekend? I think. Yeah, it starts up.
Last
Last
season.
ever season, which is fine because I
It's-
feel like it's running a little long in the tooth, and I'd like to see a series kind of finish and just be done with it. And the rumor around the campfire is that the Sopranos are making a comeback.
He's dead.
But is he really? Now I think he is, but
What
They
are
just
you
had-
saying? He didn't die in real life?
well, no, not with him in it. Like they're gonna carry the story on supposedly. So, because David Chase has been like making some rounds and talking about this and that, and they asked him some questions about is Tony dead and all that, and it was like kind of weird territory. And I think they may be talking about making a movie, and I don't know. It's a great series. I tried, for a while there, I was watching them all the time. Like I'd go through the seasons again,
Yeah.
and I tried to do that recently, and it kind of just, I still like it, but it's starting to grow a bit long in the tooth for me, given that I've seen like Breaking Bad and some of these other series they've kind of taken the step forward in the like TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that, Breaking Bad? You gotta watch that.
I won't get into it.
You
It's
have
too
to.
long.
It's not that long. It's so good, dude. You will die laughing at some of the shit that happens in this movie. It just gets, just when you think it can't get more ridiculous, it does, and you're like, no way. And the ending, the last two episodes of the series, one of the best 2 hours in television, I'd say, for sure. It's especially the last 20 minutes of that last episode.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, a show takes something and they finished it. Like you don't want to watch anymore. You're like, it's done, and you feel happy, and you feel like the journey was worth it. I urge you to watch it. The first season is a little bit weird, and then once you get hooked, you're like, fuck.
I can't do it.
You can do it, man. You can do it.
If you would tell it to me in a Rob Schneider voice, you can do it.
What's that from?
Well, it was from that one. Who was that? Bella Lugosi now? Hang on. Bella something. He was the coach for the women's Olympics, and he'd always yell at them, "You can do it!" At Mary Lou Retton.
Oh yeah.
Or something. Retina display.
Whoa. Gymnastics?
Yeah.
What are we talking
this
about?
This is like the 80s,
You lost me, man.
1980s women's gymnastics. There was a.
Rob Schneider. Was
But
he in that
no,
movie,
but-
The Zohan? No, that
But I was saying, Rob Schneider used to do that in all these Adam Sandler movies. So like The Waterboy or something, he'd appear.
do it.
You can do it.
Yeah,
And he shows up in all these other movies. They're like, what the
I think
fuck?
Matt
The guy's
watches
doing
these
it all.
movies on repeat.
Always.
Got that
Pants off.
Pants off, dance off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drop your cocks and grab your socks.
Okay.
Got it. That's some Full Metal Jacket shit,
All right.
right?
I guess.
All right, we're moving right along then. UFC 177 recap. Wow, what a card. Woo. I'm
So,
sure it
viewer
broke.
mail.
Well, I want to ask you, do you think we broke 100,000 buys?
I'm confused. I don't know anyone who's watched it. As a matter of fact, I was just reading that they were giving out refunds to people who bought tickets. As long as you write in beforehand, or if you didn't go or didn't redeem your ticket, you can get your money back. Pretty crazy. Yeah, unprecedented amount of problems with this card, to the point where it's like, maybe they should have canceled it. But
I don't know. It's sketchy at best. This is the first card the first numbered card that I haven't bought in
A while.
4+ years, 5.
Even sometimes the shitty ones, you'd eventually break down. You'd be like, I'm getting it.
Yeah, fucking. I almost did that with this one just because I'm just jonesing for some fucking fights. And I watched the prelims, and we had, who is it? Ruan Potts, who took like about 100 unanswered body shots, and I'll post that motherfucker's picture up. And those are brutal shots. The first time I think anybody's seen a TKO to the body, just kept punching the same spot, punching it.
Out?
Was like Rocky punching that fucking side of beef. If you want to talk about Rocky and Rocky 4 and all your Rocky movies.
I can't believe we didn't get into that Rocky thing we tried to get going before the show started.
I can't feel it.
It's terrible.
Well, it depends. If you were playing some Survivor, maybe I'd be into it.
Oh.
The band that I've seen the most in concert?
Survivor?
Survivor. Not by choice, but by chance.
They're like doing like carnivals and stuff now?
Yeah, because they were always, well, they used to play the Corn Fest in fucking DeKalb. And like, oh my God, this must be the outtake version of Eye of the Tiger because it's going for a half hour straight. Jesus
awesome.
Christ.
You got to know your audience, Matt. Give them what they want.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Another chorus. Eye of the Tiger. Holy shit, I think I've seen them in concert 4 times.
Straight to the top, Matt.
Yep. The best of the best.
He did his time and took his chances.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, so I did not watch this card.
Nor did I.
The only thing I want to say is that I did not watch this card. And I'm glad I didn't because I think I would have been upset.
Yes.
Not for spending the money, but more so for wasting my time for the 4 hours, 3 hours involved. Instead, smoked a cigar and chilled. It was worth it.
That's right. Then he hit the sack and then went to bed.
Right. Ding.
And who are we being brought to you by? Tivo?
Tivo.Kizom, where you can go to Tivo.com and spend some money, and you can save $50 on Romeo, correct?
Yes.
Using code MMA.
Yes.
50?
Yes.
Yes. So that's good shit. You know, I gotta say,
What?
2 years ago when I bought my Tivo, maybe 3 now, almost. I was really like, man, I really want something else besides that Comcast box, that shitty Comcast box, and I changed my service to Wide Open West. And at first I was like, man, I just spent all this money on this cable box, and cable's dead. But it's not dead. It's still around. And if you're going to be watching television, why would you do it on anything other than TiVo? It doesn't make any sense.
It's true.
Because it's good shit. Are they sending you a Romeo?
I'm waiting.
Okay.
I'm waiting. I'm in a holding pattern.
Wait until you get one. You're going to be hooked.
I'm going to lose my mind.
You're going to go crazy. The Romeo, I believe, the max version has 6
Yes.
channels.
Record up to 6. And you don't think you need it, but I've run into so many conflicts with 2 on both
2's
TVs.
not enough. You need 4 is, I think 4 is perfect. 6 could be like, heaven. I don't know. I've never had my 4. I have the XL4 or whatever it's called. It has 4, and I think we've never had a conflict except maybe one time. It was like some weird weekend where like the wife was trying to record the Grammys or some shit, and I was like, no, we're recording like, what were we recording? Oh, I watched that Ray Donovan. That's a good one too. You should check that Showtime. And then like Boardwalk Empire.
You're watching a lot of TV, man.
I don't watch a lot of TV, man.
You got all these programs I need to watch.
I record things. I binge watch. So like, I don't watch TV a lot, but when I do watch TV, I watch TV.
Like
you
the
know what I'm
world's
saying?
most dangerous man or
You know what I'm
something.
saying?
Or interesting, man.
I go like 3-4 days with no TV, and then I'll watch TV for
That's
a while.
what it's about.
For a while. It's like I don't fucking move. I just watch TV.
I hear
I
ya.
do it on TiVo.
Good. Fast forward. They have secret buttons that does yours have you can fast forward 30 seconds?
Yes.
Okay. And you have a good one. And if you don't, look it up. There's ways to make your shit do that again.
Yeah, there's a little setting in the old ones. I think the new ones are by default that way. But yeah, it's like an auto skip thing. So
Yeah.
You can get through the commercial quicker. It's pretty nice.
So it's all about.
They have a cool feature. Does the Comcast box do this? Where if you're fast forwarding and you hit play, it actually will jump back like 8 seconds, so that it knows you're too slow. You know?
It jumps back like a minute because it's fucking. The Comcast box is retarded.
Is it?
Yep.
I believe that. Comcast is retarded.
Worst
until they
company in the
sponsor the
business.
show, and then we love them.
No, they're the
never
worst
happen.
company in the business.
I won't even.
In the business. That's
call
not
us,
even an option.
We're saying
even
no.
if they said free cable for life, I'd say, go fuck yourself. I want no part of your dirty
Free
money.
cable for life.
It's a lot of money to
There's a
save,
lot of
but
money.
they
There's a
are
lot of
the
money.
worst company,
Yeah.
bar none. PayPal, a second place to that one. They're evil. Let's go some astronauts.
All right.
Up for grabs, a t-shirt or the prize closet, and we'll forget to pick again. And then I'll tell someone, and then they won't contact us. All right, Ryan Smith asks, if you had a time machine and could go back in time and could tell the future to any 3 MMA fighters, who would they be?
Future?
Yeah, you're going to go back in time.
I tell Chuck Liddell not to have his last 3 fights.
There you go. Brock Lesnar, eat your vegetables.
Yes.
Eat lots of vegetables. Till, who's it? John Copenhaver. Don't be the war machine.
Yeah.
Just be John.
John, yeah. Yep.
I don't know who else I would tell.
Time machine wise? I tell not BJ Penn, GSP that there are no aliens.
Get him. You should try some ayahuasca.
Yeah.
He seems like he needs to like
GSP?
take a little fucking
ayahuasca?
vision quest or something. Or maybe he has been, and that's why he's seeing all the fucking aliens.
Wasn't that a movie?
What's that?
Vision Quest?
Yep.
It was a wrestling movie, wasn't
Yep.
it? Yeah, I'm
Probably
picturing
an 80s movie.
Matthew Modine like running, right? Trying to cut weight and shit.
Somebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Maybe onto something there.
My brain is working.
That's right. Alfredo Valas Garcia. Can you give me a shout out for my birthday?
How old is he? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Go fuck
And-
yourself.
Yeah. Here's the question. He says, if John Jones was in place of Barao,
What?
talking about not cutting weight correctly for a championship fight,
Okay.
you'd think Dana would act the same way as he did with Barao.
Probably. I think him and Jones have a love-hate relationship. You got to pick somebody he likes more, like a Rousey, or
Ooh, what would have happened then? They would have brushed it under the rug. They would have totally blamed something
she's
else.
pregnant. You got
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if it was I don't want to say it's a racist move because he doesn't speak English, but it's real curious. I just think because the card was so weak
Yeah.
that they love to blame someone, and them doing that was the same way they did UFC 151 with John Jones. So they do the same thing. If you fuck up the card, it's not the UFC's problem, it's the fighter's problem.
Yes.
So yeah, I think they fuck him over.
Well, this guy had like 30 fights, right? And he missed weight one time, and all of a
Right.
sudden he's the supervillain.
Right, and then
Why
gets
is that?
grilled.
Feel
Grilled
bad.
to no end.
And I didn't see the Joe Rogan thing. Did Rogan seem uncomfortable?
No, he was really pushing the questions. And
Interesting.
Like, what did you weigh? What are your methods? Really hard on him.
Huh. What's up, Joe
Are we
Rogan?
recording, by the way?
Why wouldn't we be?
I don't know. I just have that feeling.
And the red light's on.
Then we're all good. And then he says in Ingo, what do you think of Chicharito in Real Madrid? He says, I'm Mexican, and Real Madrid is my favorite team, so I'm stoked for him.
Oh, I don't know who that is, but I know who Real Madrid is. I actually don't really follow. I don't know who I follow. I like to follow the Bundesliga. That's the German league.
Shocking.
Because I'm German. But I'm thinking because I've noticed that in that league, like it's really 2 teams that are at the top and everybody else sucks. It's kind of boring to watch at times. So I'm thinking about checking out the British Premier League because they seem to have the best players in the world. But Real Madrid, I know are really good. So I don't know. Good for you, Chicharito. I like that guy's name. That's a freaking cool name. He's probably
Sounds like a good food
5'2".
Or is that, what is that thing?
A churro?
Something like that. But
Chimichanga?
add an Ito onto it. Like a churrito.
Churrito?
Sure. Isn't that a food?
God damn
Sounds
it.
like something
I don't
good.
know. Could be.
It's all good. Ben Hub. As we all know, that the UFC has been diluted, oversaturated, and cars not as stacked as old school MMA fans used to. What do you think, or what would you do to improve the product? He says, yes, Matt, pride rules, haha. But seriously, guys, I think bonuses for finish, yellow cards for stalling. It's getting a bit stale. Great show, guys. Keep up the good work, fellas. Thank you. So, how to do it?
Less events, number one.
More stacked cards.
Make it more of an elite
More
type of a
special.
league. You know, if you got to trim the roster, fine by me. Let some of those guys go to Bellator and World Series of Fighting and whatever. But let's make it what it used to be, which is the best of the best of the best. Not like some guys are, you know, whatever. I know you let the guys come up in other leagues and make the UFC, you know, the elite. That's number one for me. There's too many events.
And then let's get rid of 125, 135. I might keep 145, but the problem is it's too many fighters, and I can't get invested in all these weight classes.
Yeah.
I don't know these guys anymore. I fucking used to know everybody. I don't know who's fighting.
It's too many guys, yeah. Those are my big two complaints too. Like the too many fighters, too many cards.
And yes, pride rules, I like it. Yes, I'd like cards for stalling and inactivities. Finish bonuses, yes. Call out a fancy submission angle. You'll get it next week.
I would like to see a toe hold.
Done. See, now someone's going to get toe hold. That's how we do it here at
awesome.
fucking
Jacare
MMA
like
Nuts.
fucking told, motherfucker.
Lock it up.
So awesome.
Double middle finger. Fuck you. It's
Those are
awesome.
brutal. I don't know.
Aurelia Scully, mess away. Did you see Josh Barnett slapping Shayna Baszler before the fight?
Mm-hmm.
If so, can you add a few captions to it?
I saw. We just discussed this before we were taping.
Because he's like,
Twice.
there might have been more. I just let it loop for about 5 minutes.
Okay.
I'm not
Did
saying I
he
endorse
whip out
it.
his schlong and was like, take that, take that.
Pound sign, not hashtag. Pound sign, not hashtag. What? I don't know. What else does he yell at her?
Wow.
Jimmy Changa. Thanks for playing. Don't test positive. Click at her ticket. Stay live.
Did not work for
55.
her though, unfortunately.
Huh?
It did not work for her.
Did she lose?
She got knocked out.
Oh, so sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't even look at that one.
Yeah. Not
I'm
well.
on top of my game.
Did not go well.
Tao Gobelbecker. Since the tension has been building up between Jose Aldo and Chad Mendes, who do you think will come out on top in this featherweight bout?
I think that's a toss-up, but probably Jose Aldo.
I'm going to say Jose Aldo doesn't make weight, and they have to cancel another fight card, and someone else will have to step up on
The Deceiver.
1 day notice. Chael Sonnen is always available to fight. 247. He doesn't give a fuck if he's suspended for 2 years.
I will cut 90
I will
pounds.
fight anybody, anytime, anywhere.
Yes.
Just saying.
I like
The American gangster is large and in charge.
Just started that one. Jesus.
He did. He tweeted that out too. It's so awesome. Justin Dr. Brown Carter. Would you rather cut off your right hand or right nut?
Oh, that's easy. The nut.
Yep.
You
It's a
kidding
done
me?
deal.
It's
You
not
can
even-
always
You
TRT
can
up.
cut them both off and let me keep my hands.
It's
fine.
like, it's a fucking, what do you want to call them? It's like ornaments on a Christmas tree. You don't fucking really need them.
Nope.
And you can supplement with TRT.
Yes.
Follow-up question. Who would win a regular fight? Wait, sorry. Let's start over. Who would win a fight? Regular non-Jewish Vitor Belfort or Lorenzo Fertitta on the TRT Jesus load?
That's a good question. Jiu-Jitsu, I think Fertitta has a chance. But if they're doing MMA, definitely Vitor.
Yeah. I'll buy that. Gregory LaFountain. Do you think it's the UFC's responsibility to make sure fighters make weight and are fighting at a weight that is healthy and safe for them to fight at?
Yes to number 2, no to number 1.
I think it is their responsibility 100% for both.
Really?
They should let go of the PEDs and just fucking persecute
gonna ride
these
this
cheating
train.
weight cutters. These
Those
motherfucking
cheaters.
weight cutter cheaters.
The pro PED guys are going to be like, those cheating weight cutters.
I'm so serious.
Those cheaters. Yeah. I wonder though, this is an interesting question. If you're doing PEDs
Yeah.
and you're not getting caught
Yeah.
and you're also cutting weight, is the
Yeah.
risk to you higher or lower or the same?
I think it's the same.
Really?
Yeah. PEDs aren't, they're just going to you probably have a little bit harder time
like heart
cutting
attack,
weight.
stroke, those kind of things.
You're not going to get it. It depends how much you're dosing and juicing. You know, if you're trying to, if you're going down the Vitor Belfort route,
1600,
not healthy.
1900.
But if you're keeping yourself within a certain range,
then you're
maybe on the higher end of the range,
well,
you could be okay.
Because I've been reading some studies on long-term TRT supplementation in normal people, and they do say that there is a higher risk for certain things.
It could be, but the problem is they don't tell you what levels these people are going to,
Maximum
which is a
levels.
problem, right? Because are you going to 500? Are you going to 1,000? Or are you going to 1,500? So, I mean, that's a wide range.
I'd be happy with
in the
500.
three.
My level is much lower than that, and I'm expected to just deal with it. Fuck you, doctor.
No. But it'll fuck your mood up. That's the problem.
To be on TRT?
Yep.
Oh yeah. Start raging.
I'm just saying, I don't know anything about doing any kind of performance-enhancing drugs at all.
Says the guy in the room who's pro PEDs.
I'm saying it's good for you.
Hyper juicing.
1 or 2 cycles, you'll be all right.
Or 12.
Moving right along. I think I've said too much. Jake Beach. Did you know Matt Hughes once had to face his twin brother Mark in a wrestling tournament at their school?
No, I did not know that.
Me neither. It says Mark won and later posted a 6-2 professional MMA record before deciding the UFC and MMA really wasn't for him. He would rather take over the family farm and leave the fighting to Matt. He also has a black belt in BJJ and wrestled NCAA Division I.
Nice. Makes sense. He's a big
now
dude.
You know.
I remember seeing him walk out with Matt a few times, and I was like, wow, that's a big dude. His brother's a big dude. Good for him.
True that.
The man likes to farm.
That's right. And I think this is the last question. Fastest show ever. Jordan Carroll, who are your top 5 pound for pound worst fighters in UFC history?
Oh, Jesus.
I'll start with the tough side. You had Caleb Starnes, Andy Wang, Gabe Rudiger.
You're in.
And if you want to go old school, you could go Art Jimerson, who's the one boxing glove guy. Joe San, who like a rapist who got punched in the balls multiple times. Keith Hackney, I believe.
Yes.
All that good stuff. That's all I got.
I'm with you.
I just blew it all out on that one.
Yeah, I can't argue that list.
Let's pick a T-shirt winner or something. Anything sticking out?
That's an interesting
question-wise. Besides my processes.
Let me
my
think.
name is not Jennifer Lawrence.
I would say, yeah. I'm gonna have to bookmark that Reddit link for later. For studying
take care of some business later, and you know. I'm gonna go with Jordan Carroll with the top 5 pound for pound worst fighters in UFC history. So, DM us.
He doesn't even ask my opinion.
Nah,
he
I just fucked you. I just said, fuck you.
Fine.
Sorry.
I'm good.
The last 2 weeks I asked you, you told me you Michael Bisping. There's no T-shirts.
Did I?
So.
Okay. Sorry. I'm stingy. Do we have a lot of shirts left?
No, but we have a prize vault, so you could take a large or an extra large MMA Knits T-shirt, or you choose prize vault, and I'll send you something random.
Yes.
Which will not be a big black cock, even though Adam and Eve is one of our sponsors, and you can get 50% off one item with code BBC. Nice. No bullshit.
And I want to say one thing, because
good.
I love when people post pictures or photos or pictures or videos of themselves wearing our shirts.
Yes.
So please go ahead and do that. One thing I want to say, there was someone who did the ALS challenge and called us out.
Yes.
I actually have. I was pro.
YG.
I was what?
No YG.
Okay, from the UK.
If I remember.
Yeah.
Correctly.
Sounds right.
Or Pennsylvania, for all you know.
Maybe. Seemed foreign. I don't know. But I was kind of okay with the whole ALS ice bucket thing for a while, because I think it's a positive. People are doing good things, and I still think it's great. But I've done some research on this company. I'm a little concerned about the fact that
number 20%.
They do very little. They spend very little money on research and a lot of money on other. And other usually means like paying people lots of money for nothing. And that kind of worries me. And I think they've made something like 80 million in the last month or so, which is like way more than they've ever made. And I think they got plenty of money. Instead of dumping water over our head, we probably will just do some sort of charity donation.
Right. Well, I think that's the point too. And how about how fucked up this is, especially when you're in California or you're in a drought and everyone's fucking wasting all this water. Or just even look at all these other countries that, goddamn, these fucking Americans wasting all this water. I would die for that bucket of water, you know, you sons of bitches.
Google California drought. I sent you a thing.
Yeah.
I was stunned. I was like, I didn't realize how bad it was. It's Google California drought 2014, and look at the photos. It's insane how much lower the levels are there.
Oh,
and people over there, and you know, people are doing this, I think, a lot of times to be cool because they want to be on Facebook and they want to have the ice bucket challenge. Well, you know, you write a check. My favorite one is still fucking the man, the legend, dumping $100 bills over his head.
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen. I love it.
Yeah, I think it was a cool thought, but my point was...
Do we have that kind of money?
Pick the charity. Yes, we do.
$100 bills?
Pick the charity that you want to subscribe to.
Yes.
As this will lead us right into a good story I have for knowledge.
Okay.
So, when was it? I don't know. Say within the last week, I was going to donate some of my time to, like, my wife is a Girl Scout leader, and their troop was doing something for this charity called Feed My Starving Children. So you go there for, it's only like an hour and a half of your time, and then you're basically building a bag of...
Feeding the children.
You're building a bag of food for... we were sending the food to El Salvador. So one person will scoop like vitamins into a bag. So like one person holds a bag under this fucking funnel. One person scoops vitamins. One person scoops vegetables. One person scoops some soy. Another person scoops some rice. And then someone weighs the bag, and then I vacuum seal the bag, and then I put it on the counter.
You're sending like a smorgasbord of shit?
Yes.
Vegetables?
Yeah,
like
but
what?
I don't know. I'm sure it's all genetically modified, but
crazy.
The point is you're helping the starving children in some other country.
Or drug dealers.
Whatever it takes.
Yes.
So we're en route to this, right? And we get to a stoplight, and there's a black guy there, and he's
always got to be a black guy.
Yeah, and it's, race isn't important, but
no.
For the story it is a little bit. And, you know, he's collecting donations for whatever charity. And, you know, usually you try not to make eye contact, but I was in kind of a little saucy mood, so I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to look at this guy. And he walks up to my window, and he's looking at me, and I'm going, And he's got an orange lollipop in his hand, and he fucking triple snaps me with the lollipop. I'm like, you son of a bitch. You don't fucking triple snap at me. Well, I'm on my way to feed my starving children. So I roll down the window, like, hey, how's it going? He's like, what, you don't have a quarter or 50 cents to, you know, donate to whatever charity it happened to be? I'm like, listen, I'm going to feed my starving children right now.
Okay.
And the weird thing, after I analyzed this, after I said that, I don't know if he knew that was a charity, because that could be interpreted...
He's probably
like this fucking white asshole going, like he's got his, because I had like my wife and kids in the car. There's like 3 kids in the back. He's probably going, this dumb motherfucker. He can't spare 50 cents. He's got to go feed his family or some shit. And he's like, he was gay as fuck, which was funny, and like triple snapping at me. And I was just trying to like have a conversation.
I think that's a definite sign. The triple snap is most likely you're gay.
Yeah. Yeah. And then afterwards, when I was talking to him, I'm like, when I donate money, I like to donate to a charity that I choose, not one that's just randomly on the corner.
What do you say?
Okay, and blah, blah, blah. See, I'm going to donate my time right now. And they said, you should probably give the 50 cents to your wife. I don't know what he means by that. What the fuck is going on here? Like everyone in the car, it's just weird silence, and he's still holding.
What did your wife say?
And then the lollipop, by the way, was opened.
Oh, nice.
Did you actually give out money? No, fuck no. I give to charities that I have researched, not ones that just happen to pop up on a corner.
Yeah. Well, the firefighters do that a lot around my area. Seem like every like few months, and they always give you dirty looks when you're like in the car. Like, come on, you can't give me some money. You know, I don't like that.
No, I like to have it traceable.
Yeah.
Not just here's $1 here, $1
Where's that
there.
money go? Firefighters, are they having like steak dinners now, or what?
Strippers and steaks.
Hookers and blow.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's how they do it. So the point is, donate to the charity of your choice. Don't just randomly throw dollars at people to get a fucking candy bar or a goddamn open lollipop or whatever they happen to be giving away on the street corner. Because you never know where that's going to go. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree.
I like to pick a good charity where you know the money's going to a good place.
But I will say this, I think there's been studies on that show that the American culture in general is one of the most giving in the world. We are assholes by a lot of...
Wasting gazillions of gallons of water.
Yes, but we are also very giving. Now the thing is though, with the water though, if you're dumping it over your head, doesn't that get absorbed back into the world? Are you really wasting water? I don't know. Are you wasting it?
I never saw anybody recycle the water that got dumped on them.
A couple people I saw were doing it in a like bathroom, which is probably more.
Either way, you're wasting water because it's going to go in a toilet, or unless someone was under you catching it all in a funnel to send it to like another country. Here's my bath water.
That's how we're gonna do the ALS bucket challenge. We're gonna dump it overhead and then send the water overseas
to Thailand or El Salvador, whichever
with the
country I can feed your thirsty children or something.
Yes.
It'll all work out. That's it. Shut down. A pee.
All right. That's been this week's edition of MMA Nuts. My name's Ingo Weigold.
I'm Mike Griffith.
See you next time.
Thanks for playing.
Or never.
Right.